Hey guys, thanks for checking out the channel today. Today I'm here to do a little bit of a repair and troubleshooting video on the Jeep Wrangler. The issue that I'm having with the Wrangler is with the reverse camera. Basically, when I get in the vehicle, turn it on, put it into reverse, and the screen turns on, it actually goes to a black screen that says camera system unavailable, and then it changes to a blue screen. Basically, this has been happening for a couple months now. Haven't been able to figure it out. I have looked into the Uconnect firmware to see if it needed an update. It's all up to date, does not need anything new, so that's not there. Then I did also go to the dealership to check to see if there was a recall, because I did see a recall in the news or on a post basically about the reverse cameras on some of the Jeep Wranglers, but mine doesn't need that recall. So basically I'm trying to figure out what it was. I went onto the Jeep Wrangler JL forum, and basically I found a member who actually had a similar issue. They checked all their firmware. They actually replaced the head unit from the factory with a new one, and they still had the issue. What it turned out to be was with their actual camera on the back and the wiring harness. So what I did was I actually went out and bought the wire that goes, the wiring harness, or the wire that connects from the camera to the system. And basically what I'm going to do today, because I don't think it's the camera itself, I have a feeling that during my install of the Rugged Ridge hinge and also the install of a previous reinforcement, tailgate reinforcement, which was the rough concrete reinforcement, during that phase, I had to have pinched the wire and caused some damage. So what I'm going to do today is basically take the spare off, take the mount off, and check the wiring and go through that. And if I do find a kink or something, or feel just not confident in that wire, I'm going to replace it with this new wire. I am hoping that this simple wire is going to solve this issue, and I'll have a reverse camera for reversing, because I have to say, not having a reverse camera with the 37 on the back comes a little bit difficult and harder to back up in a parking lot to see how close you are. So having that reverse camera back will be great. I do have the sensors. They have been helpful, but the camera would make it a lot easier. So what I'm going to do today is break down this tire spare, take it off, and we're going to get in and check the wire. So let's get on to doing that. So guys, you can see I've gone ahead and put the mount back on the Jeep. In the install, you did see I went ahead and put the new wiring, and that's mainly because when I got the wiring harness apart and checked out the wire for the camera, I did see a pretty good 90-degree kink in the line. I think this was probably what caused the wire to start to slowly stop working and then eventually fail. I think the kink was definitely probably caused during the install of one of these two bracket systems. I think I was just careless and bent the wire a little bit, and that broke the connection, and then it slowly failed. I've got the mount on now. I think it's going to work. So before we put the tire back on, let's go ahead and check the system to see if we got a working camera. So guys, you can see the spare tire is on and the camera is now fully functional. I am very happy that the solution was replacing that cord. I have to say thank you to that member on the JL forums that went ahead and posted his story of what he dealt with through the dealer, because without that story, I would not have been able to solve this on my own. Because with your story basically made me realize that all I had to do was purchase this cord and try that cord, because most likely I damaged the cord. And that's what happened. So I made this video. Hopefully anybody who runs into this issue and has a similar issue that can now use this video to figure out that, you know, a cord can solve it all. And I'll put a link below to that cord so that you can purchase it yourself. It was through Amazon, came in 2 days, a great, easy purchase. Before I close this video, I just wanted to mention that I did do something fun, interesting in the end of the video while putting on the JL form. I used my AccuAir JL air suspension kit and lowered the truck so that it made it easier to lift the heavy 37 to put it back on the Jeep. Definitely a benefit of having that lift and having the ability to do that. But it's just something fun and cool to have. At this point, guys, please make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. If you have not already, follow me on Instagram. And at this point, guys, I'll see you guys on the next video.